funk. Thoughts deep, boys steeped in the depths that he sunk. Big stress, depressed in the middle of fall. Sky gray, I lay in the thick of it all. I wonder, how long can a human survive just staying alive or carrying the rest of the tribe? Waiting for the day to arrive or struggling dies, and I be doing way, way more than getting by. So why? Cop myself a cup of coffee, sip of water in it softly, cleansing me of stress I hold. Hey, cop myself a cup of coffee, sip of water in it softly, cleansing me of stress I hold. Eyes realize life is so much more than just living a day. Every day I can sit and reflect and breathe and connect to myself and all that I've been given. See, giving up is not an option. So when I'm looking at gray skies, I'll be adopting a new way to deal with a test. Lord, relieve me of stress to bring me looking like what blessings drop in. And so I cop myself a cup of coffee, sip of water in it softly, cleansing me of stress I hold. Water in it softly, cleanse me of stress I hold. Hey, here we go. Yeah, let's do this. Y'all ready? 1, 2, 3. In times of test, let no harm beset me, oh my Lord, oh my Lord. In times of test, let no harm beset me, oh my Lord, oh my Lord. Woo.
Warning, the following image and/or content may be disturbing, offensive to some viewers. Viewer discretion is strongly advised.
Let's go, y'all. Yeah, Friday. It's Friday, man. It's Friday. It's Friday. It's Friday. It's Friday, y'all. It is Friday, man. Hey, salute. Welcome. Welcome to the lounge. I'm Urban. Appreciate y'all tuning in to this Friday episode. And I know, like always, I know, Urban, you know good and well you supposed to be in DJing tonight. Boy, what the hell are you doing? Look. Man, I had to go ahead and do a reaction video of this content I'm getting ready to share with y'all right now. Who knows? I might DJ after this, you know, if y'all be good. If y'all be good tonight, I just may do a R&B DJ show for y'all. So how about that? That includes you, Scorpio. If you be good tonight, I just might do an R&B DJ session. But salute, welcome. Man, say I was up here looking at my intro, man. Show, I love my intro. Show, I love my intro. Show enough love my intro. Shoot, hell, Scorpio love my intro as well too. Man, there was like about almost like 10 people watching my intro there. Right after when my intro was over, everybody just left. I was like, well, I guess they just like the intro, so they just stayed long enough for the intro, and that's that. You know what I'm saying? So I was like, as long as I got the view for the intro, that's all that matters, right? God damn. It's all that matters, right? So once again, salute, welcome, man. It is Friday, man. I'm so happy that it's on Friday, man. Yeah, man. Had a long work week like usual and stuff, you know what I'm saying? Doing boss activity like usual, you know what I'm saying? So it is what it is. But I appreciate it a whole lot. I appreciate you tuning in as well too, you know what I'm saying? Before the show, before I scheduled this live, I was doing a little bit of online shopping, all right, you know, for myself. So I was doing some online shopping because I know that I needed some more, cologne. All right. So this particular cologne that I got right now, this is on Polo Black. All right. You know, Polo Black. This is like one of them type of scents that I wear depending on where I'm going. You know, so if I'm going somewhere casual, whatever, that I'll just dab on some Polo Black. But I got other colognes as well too. So I end up ordering some more cologne, a lot more cologne. You know what I'm saying? What all I ordered? Shit, I forgot what all I ordered. Hold up, let me see what all I ordered. And I was too lazy to go up to the mall or to the store to get it. You know what I'm saying? So I just like, man, forget it. I just gotta order it because this is not that serious. You know what I'm saying? There don't need to be no rush on it. You know what I mean? So let's see. What did I order? I had ordered the. What's the name of this cologne? Oh, Versace Eros. I ordered the Versace Eros cologne. I ordered some. Damn. What all I order? Hold up. Let me see. Let me see. I got it right here, y'all. I got it right here. The Burberry. I ordered some Burberry. I ordered some Gucci as well too. Yeah. Yeah. So I ordered these different colognes and stuff, you know what I'm saying? So, I can always smell fresh and clean for not only for myself, but for Mrs. Urban as well too. Yes. So Mrs. Urban could be all up on all of this goodness, y'all. I'm just saying. Yeah. So she could be all up on this goodness, all this goodness. So yeah. Yeah, so I went in and ordered me some more cologne, and so that'll be coming in whenever it comes in, because like I say, I didn't even rush the shipment on or nothing like that because it's, it's not, it don't need to be, rushed, so I'm good. But yeah, that's why I spent my time on doing after I got off of work, and then after that start preparing for the show. You know what I mean? Prepare for this show. And so yeah, we got some good content tonight for y'all. I actually watched this interview, by the way, y'all, but I'm not gonna spoil it for y'all, those of y'all who haven't seen this yet. So yeah, I already watched it. When I was watching that work, man, I was like, God dang, this is a lot of bullshit.
That's bullshit.
In the back of my mind, I was like, God dang, why y'all voted for this woman? Like, damn. But y'all see what I'm talking. Y'all see what I talk about in a few minutes. Where we review this. All right. But first, let's go ahead and shout out everyone that's in the room right now. We got Show Enough in the building. What's up with it? We also got Scorpio in the building. What's up, Scorpio? Say my boy Speak showed up as well too. What's up, Speak? Hey, Speak already coming in with the shits right now. He said, I'm here now. Got tired of hearing African crying about American blacks. How about that? All them tethers over there want us clowning today, huh? All them tethers. Ooh-wee, yeah. Hey, Speak, yeah. I meant to get John Paul Ledur. I meant to get that, man. I meant to want to get that on cologne as well too. And I'll probably get it on the next go around, man. But yeah, that cologne is a instant panty dropper for real. Yeah, cause I had some hell. That's how I pull Mrs. Irving. God damn it. Matter of fact, I was wearing that cologne, Speak, when I pulled my wife. Yeah, now that I think about it. I need to get some more of it, man, because I use it up, man. I need to get some more, man. I need to get some more. But yeah. But let's go ahead and get into this content. Salute to everyone who are watching either in the bushes or you are catching the replay of this stream. Appreciate you pulling up. Thank you. Hey, do your boy a favor, all right? Do your boy a favor, man. No, it does a small favor, all right? That's a small favor. If you haven't done so yet, make sure you hit that thumbs up button as you enter into the lounge, all right? Hit that thumbs up button. It's free, man. You know what I'm saying? No, I don't ask for much. You know, just hit the thumbs up. You know, I'll be on this mug asking for cash app, even though it's up there. I'll be asking for cash apps. I'll be asking y'all for super chats and all like that, even though it's available. But you know, I don't do none of that stuff. You know what I'm saying? Because I honestly believe that my content should speak for itself. So if you feel led to support the channel, by all means do that. One of the biggest ways you can support the channel is by thumbs up in this video. And if you're able to share it out, by all means share it out. That's one of the biggest ways how you can support the channel. Now the cash app and super chats and stuff, that does, second thing. That's, to me, that's minor. You know what I mean? But without further ado, let's go ahead and get into this content, all right? So Kamala Harris had pulled up at Fox News, right? And that's to give y'all a real quick rundown on what we going to review tonight, y'all. Kamala Harris had literally showed up to this interview 15 to 20 minutes late, first of all. She showed up to this interview 15 to 20 minutes late. And then after when she showed up to this interview, right, she had the audacity to sit up here and gaslight this whole entire interview, the whole entire time. God damn. Crazy. But we are going to review this. And I want to ask y'all this question too. What is the reason why you will want to vote for Kamala Harris as your next president of the United States? What's your reason? Is it because she's a woman? Is it because she's a Black American woman? Is it because y'all just don't like Trump and you just want to vote for her because of that reason? What's your reason you want to vote for Kamala Harris? I'm curious to wonder know this. You know what I'm saying? They also, after when we review this interview, I'm gonna ask y'all this question again. What is the reason why you want to vote for Kamala? Because I ain't lying. This interview is pretty cringy. But before we start, as y'all see at the beginning of this interview, they had showed another poll that none of us participated in. None of us participated in this poll, but they did another poll. Now 50% people are now wanted to vote for Trump versus 48%. But in September, when everybody was on the Kamala Harris train, right after when Biden literally tag team Harris into the campaign trail, people was on the Harris train. So as y'all can see, it's kind of weird. You know what I mean? But nevertheless, we get ready to get into this content. Everybody, you should let me come up and review with you, maybe. Hey, if you want to come up, speak by all means, you can pull up, man. You could definitely pull up. Matter of fact, I'll make that available for you. Yeah, let me say, I'll make it very available for you. Which link should I use? Should I use my my Zoom link or my eCam? I mean, not my eCam, but my StreamYard. Let's see. Okay, I'll leave it up to you, Speak. Which one you want me to use? You want me to use my Zoom so you could come up, or you want to use StreamYard to come up? Because it really don't matter to me. All right, StreamYard it is. So let's do it. Because you know what I'm saying? It don't matter to me. I don't care. I ain't tripping. StreamYard it is. Let me get on over here. Damn it, shit, stop, bitch. Get on over here and get this video back up. Oh, the only thing about it, Speak, is that you probably not gonna be able to see the video unless you're looking at you're gonna be looking at this through your phone and through your whatchamacallit. That's the only thing. So you'll have to be looking at this through probably your phone through StreamYard, and if you have like some other device like a tablet or laptop, whatever it is, you're gonna have to actually look at the show through there. Oh, you got two screens? All right. Well, never mind. You're good. So let's go ahead and get this link dropped for you, and we'll just go from there. All right. We will go from there, most definitely. Let me stop my cam. Let me do this. We're going to enter into the studio. Let me fix this real quick. All right, we're gonna do this. And we are going to invite. Copy. There, bam. There you go. Link drop. Go ahead, pull up. Go ahead, pull up, bro. Now, I only just dropped this link because Speak want to pull up on you. So all y'all other retarded people that probably try to jump on this link, more than likely, I'm probably not going to invite you up because this is not a quote unquote panel type thing, unless I'm really cool with you. So just let y'all know right now. So don't be up in your feelings if I don't invite you up. All right. But yeah, we can do this. As soon as Speak on come up, we'll go ahead. We'll do this reaction video together. If you just go from there, y'all. We'll just go for there. A drunk will follow a drunk. Tell me about it. Tell me about it. Scorpio. Yeah, because like I say, I don't know. understand the reason why people want to follow Kamala now. Especially after seeing this, especially after they seen this. You know what? A matter of fact, what's interesting is this. I had watched Roland Martin show, right? And he was doing a reaction of Kamala during this interview, right? This dude was sitting up here capping for Kamala, like usual. Oh man, Kamala went on the interview and Bret was doing this tour, he was doing that tour and stuff. But shout out to the VP, our next president, because she did a great job. This dude here, if he ain't a beta, they don't know what is.
Beta!
That dude is an absolute beta, for real. I ain't lying. And I met the dude in person, man. So I met him in person, so. That's neither here nor there, but like I say, man. But yeah, he was capping for her so much so, man. It was unbelievable. I couldn't believe it. I couldn't believe it at all. Speak, what's up with it, man?
Okay, I'm good. We good now. Can you hear me okay?
Oh, I can hear you perfect.
Oh, okay. I was just like, what's going on here? It wouldn't let me use my OBS at first.
Oh, for real? Yeah. Hold on. I'm gonna do you in good real quick. I'm gonna actually put you on the screen too. Not on the StreamYard stream, but you'll see on my main stream. And I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna flip this, and I'm gonna do some things, do some OBS stuff. Let's do this. And so I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna pull me back. I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna do that. So I can appear that you are literally up here with me. Do that. Then we're gonna do that. Then we're gonna raise you up like that. And bam, we're good to go.
Okay.
All right, so did you see this interview?
I have.
Oh man, so this reaction gonna be crazy as hell, man. But let's go and get to. I'm pretty sure you heard it on your second screen, right?
Yeah.
All right, so let's go ahead and get into his reaction, man. Man, shoot. Lord.
Madam Vice President, thank you for the time.
Thank you. It's good to be with you, Bret.
You know, voters tell pollsters all over the country and here in Pennsylvania that immigration is one of the key issues that they're looking at this election, and specifically the influx of illegal immigrants from more than 150 countries. How many illegal immigrants would you estimate your administration has released into the country over the last 3.5 years?
Well, I'm glad you raised the issue of immigration because I agree with you. It is a topic of discussion that people want to rightly have. And you know what I'm going to talk about.
Yeah, but
right now,
just a number. Do you think it's 1 million, 3 million?
Bret, let's just get to the point. Okay, the point is that we have a broken immigration system that needs to be repaired.
So your Homeland Security Secretary said that 85% of apprehensions.
I'm not finished. We have
it's a
an
rough
immigration
estimate of 6 million people have been released into the country. And let me just finish. I'll get to the question. I promise you.
I was beginning to answer.
And when you came into office, your administration.
No, Kamala. You was not getting ready to answer. You about ready to do your little gaslighting answers like you normally do, where you tell a whole story about you being a middle-class woman raised by a single mother with a Jamaican father and blah, 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 blah. Lord Jesus.
Administration immediately reversed a number of Trump border policies. Most significantly, the policy that required illegal immigrants to be detained through deportation, either in the U.S. or in Mexico. And you switched that policy. They were released from custody awaiting trial. So instead, included in those were a large number of single men, adult men, who went on to commit heinous crimes. So, looking back, do you regret the decision to terminate Remain in Mexico at the beginning of your administration?
At the beginning of our administration, within practically hours of taking the oath, the first bill that we offered Congress, before we worked on infrastructure, before the Inflation Reduction Act, before the CHIPS and Science Act, before the bipartisan Safer Communities Act, the first bill, practically within hours of taking the oath, was a bill to fix our immigration system.
Yes, ma'am. It was called the U.S. Citizenship Act of 2021.
Exactly.
It was essentially a pathway to citizenship for the
finish?
She lying
May I
right
finish?
there.
May I finish?
Well, what you got, Speak?
Well, what was the first thing that Joe Biden did when he took office? He killed that Keystone Pipeline. That was the first thing that they did.
Mm-hmm.
She talking about they did immigration. They wasn't thinking about immigration.
No, heck no.
What was that? With that white woman's face of hers. When I get on the panel, my phone just starts going off.
No, you good. You good.
To let me finish.
You have the
Yeah, I
White
just want to
House
say
and
that
the
that
House
wasn't the
and the
first thing
Senate.
they did.
And
The first thing Joe Biden did with the swipe of a pen was kill thousands of jobs from that Keystone Pipeline. Him basically killing that.
Mm-hmm. And I remember that too. I remember that.
Responding
Yeah, I just want to throw that
the
in
point
there.
you're raising,
Okay.
and I'd like to finish.
Yes, ma'am.
We recognized from day one that, to the point of this being your first question, it is a priority for us as a nation and for the American people. And our focus has been on fixing a problem. And
Hey, Speak, you noticed that they had changed the lower thirds to going nowhere fast as she's talking?
Yeah.
As
Well,
a
see,
pun.
the crazy thing about this interview, like you said, she showed up 15 minutes late, and they only had her slated for a 30-minute interview.
Mm-hmm.
So that right there, is just going to be a S show.
Yeah, exactly. So, well, what she's attempted to do, she's attempted to utilize that 15 minutes just to say random stuff so she could just go ahead and get and be done with this interview. But Bret was not having it at all.
No, and that's what I liked about him in this interview. He came with the smoke. See, she's been on all these other things, and they pretty much babied her and coddled her. All these liberal media stations basically gave her easy questions to answer. And, when she said something ridiculous, they just laughed it off and was like, oh, no, this guy wanted some answers. And we're going to see how it's turned out.
Facts.
from day one, then, we
Lionel,
have done
salute.
a number of things, including to address our asylum system and put more resources, getting more judges, what we needed to do to tighten up penalties and increase penalties for illegal crossings, what we needed to do to deal with points of entry between border entry points. That's the work we did, and we worked on supporting what was a bipartisan effort, including some of the most conservative members of the United States Congress, to actually strengthen the border. That border bill would have put 1,500 more border agents at the border, which is why I believe the Border Patrol agents supported the bill. It would have allowed us to stem the flow of fentanyl coming into the United States, which is a scourge affecting people of every background, every geographic location in our country, killing people. It would have allowed us to put more resources into prosecuting transnational criminal organizations, which I have done as the Attorney General, former Attorney General of a border state.
Madam Vice President, a couple of things.
Prosecuted trafficking of drugs, guns, and human beings. And Donald Trump, but let me just finish.
Six Democrats voted against that bill.
Learned about that bill and told them to kill it because he preferred to run on a problem instead of fixing a problem. And in this election, this is rightly a discussion that the American people want to have. And what they want are solutions, and they want a president of the United States who's not playing political games with the issue,
I hear you,
but actually is focused on fixing it.
6 Democrats voted against that bill. It would have allowed 1.8 million illegal immigrants into the country a year. A lot of conservatives had a problem with it. These are the 6 Democrats. But more importantly, back to the original premise, Jocelyn Nungary, Rachel Morin, Laken Riley, they are young women who were brutally assaulted and killed by some of the men who were released at the beginning of the administration, well before.
Now, this particular segment, her response to this was crazy as hell.
That's bullshit.
Yeah, I wish you had like a counter thing you could pull up there. Let's see how many times this woman, instead of answering questions, she throws the blame on Donald Trump. Donald Trump ain't been in office for almost 4 years now. But instead of answering the question that was posed to her, she goes, "Well, Donald Trump this." We need a counter for how many times she does this during this interview.
Yeah, I have one, but you know, it just take a lot.
I'm gonna keep track in my head because it gets pretty ridiculous. I mean, when we talk about women not taking accountability, you're gonna see it in this interview.
Exactly. I agree.
For a negotiated bipartisan bill. Former President Clinton actually referred to Laken Riley Sunday campaigning for you in Georgia, saying if those men had been properly vetted, Laken Riley probably would not have been killed. So if it wouldn't have happened, this is well before any negotiation. This is well before Donald Trump got involved in the politics. This is a specific policy decision by your administration to release these men into the country. So what I'm saying to you, do you owe
Bret,
those families an apology?
Let me just say, first of all, those are tragic cases. There's no question about that. There's no question about that.
Bullshit.
And I can't imagine the pain that the families of those victims have experienced for a loss that should not have occurred. So that is true. It is also true that if a border security had actually been passed 9 months ago, it would be 9 months that we would have had more border agents at the border, more support for the folks who are working around the clock trying to hold it all together.
Madam Vice President.
To ensure that no future harm would occur. And this election in 20 days will determine whether we have a president of the United States who actually cares more about fixing a problem, even if it is not to their political advantage in an election, because there was a solution, Bret.
Madam Vice President, it was a policy decision in the early part of your administration. I will let one of the mothers talk about it. Take a listen.
Because of the Biden-Harris administration open border policies catch and release, they were enrolled in the Alternatives to Detention program. This meant that they were released into the United States. It was not even a full 3 weeks later that they would take my daughter, Jocelyn Nungare's life. I believe the Biden-Harris administration open border policies are responsible for the death of my daughter.
That's the early days. But do you owe them an apology, is what I'm saying.
I will tell you that I am so sorry for her loss. I am so sorry for her loss. Sincerely.
Listen to her. All she got to say is, I am so sorry for her loss. Not taking no accountability whatsoever. Bullshit.
Bullshit.
No, they don't care, because if they really cared, they would have closed up the border. It doesn't take all these damn meetings and all this bull crap. If the president says shut the border down, it would happen. They don't need to vote on that. And she said, what did she say? The key word in there, 9 months ago we had a plan. So that was still doing you and Biden's administration. This is still in there. And nothing has been done. You let all these damn murderers and all these damn sex offenders and everything else into this country. You don't vet them. They get in this country and like, oh, we'll see you in 2 years for a court hearing on your status. And they never see them again. It's just ridiculous.
Exactly. And they got the city of New York flooded with immigrants right now, staying in hotels and all kind of stuff. And that's cool. Chicago. That's why Chicago's bad as it is. Yep. Exactly. Yep. Crazy.
But let's talk about what is happening right now with an individual who does not want to participate in solution.
You see how she does immediately turn the blame once again on Trump? Trump didn't have nothing to do with that. That was under y'all administration. So what is she talking about?
What is that? 2 times now? Two or 3 times that she's
3 now.
Okay. we got 3. I missed the first 2. It's gonna be more. Don't worry.
Let's talk about that as well.
But do you want to answer
in all fairness, I told you I feel awful for what she and her family have experienced.
During that time, you said repeatedly that the border was secure. When in
And here's another thing too. Taking accountability is this like, hey, I feel awful about the things that happen to a family, so this is what we're going to do. You take accountability, you offer solutions so this situation won't happen again. All she does say, I just feel bad. That's like a person who beats on a woman and say that he feel bad on beating that woman, but don't take accountability for what he did. You know what I'm saying?
Like, he really don't care. I beat her so bad.
Like crazy.
your mind,
I'll try not to let it happen again, but
Yeah, I try. Long as the devil don't use me again, you know what I'm saying? Or the alcohol or the drugs.
as long as I don't get that liquor in my system.
Long as she don't badmouth me, we be all right.
start becoming a crisis.
I think we've had a broken immigration system transcending, by the way, Donald Trump's administration even before. Let's all be honest about that. I have no pride in saying that this is a perfect immigration system. I've been clear, I think we all are, that it needs to be fixed. We need more. I was just down at the border talking with border agents, and they will tell you, and I'm sure you probably, I know you investigate and you are a serious journalist. They will tell you, we need more judges. We need to process those cases faster. We need the support for those cases that should be prosecuted.
So why is she saying that we need more judges? I didn't understand that.
Yeah, I guess she's trying to say, well, if they have more judges, that they would be able to, get these vetted, get these illegals coming in vetted, and have them their court hearings instead of, it being 2-3 years out and then they never see them again. So maybe that's the excuse she was trying to use for more judges.
But what? How long do a judge hold their seat? Does a regular civil judge, how long do they hold their seat?
I don't know. I think it's like every 4 years they gotta what is it? I guess,
Yeah, go and revote again. Well, have the people vote for them again. So if that be the case, then why is she saying they need more of them when they got plenty of judges in every state?
No, you know what they need to do? Get them up out of here. Get them up out of here. They don't need no judgment.
Lord Jesus.
They need more resources, and Congress ultimately is the only place that's going to get fixed, Brett.
Well,
that's how this system works.
That's the premise of this question.
But
There were
that's how the
90
system
plus
works.
executive orders that were rescinded in the first days. Many of those were Trump border policies. I'm not going to stay here because there's other things to talk about, but you frequently talk to the Border Patrol Union for support of that bipartisan bill, and they did. They supported it. But they also just endorsed Donald Trump and said, you've been, quote, a failure with border security. Why do you think they said that?
Dang.
I think they're frustrated, and I get it. They want support. They want support, and that's what that border security bill would have done. These guys down at the border, these men and women, they're working hard. They're working around the clock. I get it.
There's a lot of people that look back at what you said in 2019 when you first ran for president. And there have been changes, and you've talked about some of them. When it comes to immigration, you supported allowing immigrants in the country illegally to apply for driver's license, to qualify for free tuition at universities, to be enrolled in free health care. Do you still support those things?
Listen, that was 5 years ago, and I'm very clear that I will follow the law. I have made that statement over and over again, and as Vice President of the United States, that's exactly what I've done, not to mention before.
Wait a minute. So her answer is that, oh, I'm just going to follow the law. That's it.
Yeah.
Wow.
You heard what he said, talking about allowing him to get driver's license. You see how many, look, there's I can't remember the name of it. I liked it, but I follow so many pages on Twitter that it doesn't show up in my algorithm. But it's a guy who's got a page of every person that's been unalived by illegal immigrants from whatever it's been, where they've been raped, murdered, hit. These people come over here. They don't know our driving laws. They drive like crap. They be drunk behind the wheel, hitting folks. Like this is uncalled for. Like what she's talking about, she's not taking accountability, and she's saying, "Oh yeah, we can give them driver's license and all this dumb stuff before even getting them vetted to make sure that they're okay to be here."
Exactly.
Like, a lot of people get mad at me because they're like, "Oh, immigration is what America was built on." Yeah, okay. So the first and second wave of immigration, you're getting people that probably actually coming over here for a better life. But after that, you're getting crap.
Exactly.
I'm not saying everybody is like that, but the majority of what we're getting over here is scumbags now. That's what's coming through. You got terrorists coming through, all these cells. One day they're gonna come calling. You watch. It hasn't happened yet. But you got Chinese nationals over here. You got Eastern Europeans that are very anti, they're like neo-Nazis pretty much. And you got a lot of these Latinos that are definitely anti-black.
Yep.
But when their population gets big enough, they're going to even challenge the white man. So while people are sitting on the internet all day complaining about this black and white crap, they're totally missing the bigger picture.
Yeah, exactly. So this country that's being tethered up.
Yeah,
big time.
Tethered up. And then they should get rid of that. What is it? The birthright citizenship. Because like, come on, man. They come over here and they start popping out babies like Orville Redenbacher popcorn, and by that they get citizenship through their kids, and it's bullcrap, man.
I agree.
If that's the case, you chose a running mate, Tim Walz, governor of Minnesota, who signed those very things into state law. So do you support that?
We are very clear, and I am very clear, as is Tim Walz, that we must support and enforce federal law, and that is exactly what we will do.
So decriminalizing border crossings, like you said in 2019.
I do not believe in decriminalizing border crossings, and I've not done that as vice president. I will not do that as president.
So these are evolutions that you've had.
No, but let's be very clear. I'm the only person who's running for president who has prosecuted transnational criminal organizations, from the Sinaloa cartel to the Guadalajara cartel to people who have trafficked in guns, drugs, and human beings. I have spent a significant part of my career going after people who present a threat to the safety of the American people and cross our border with the intent of doing us harm and cross our border illegally. And I will do that work as vice president. I take that work quite seriously.
This is a time when voters, especially here in Pennsylvania, are inundated with commercials and ads. They just want it to stop because it's every commercial. But many of them add noise, but a few of them seem to break through. This particular one from the Trump campaign has gotten a lot of attention.
Kamala supports taxpayer-funded sex changes for prisoners.
Surgery. For prisoners, every transgender inmate in the prison system would have access.
So
look how she looking, bro. She like, I know they didn't show this.
Yeah, that shocked her. Because what have we seen these transgenders? They happen when they beg to get out of the men's prison, and they go they put them in the female prison. What do? They go knock up a whole bunch of the female prisoners.
Yep, facts.
Are you still in support of using taxpayer dollars to help prison inmates or detained illegal aliens to?
Yes, sir.
Does ECAM have it where you can bring people up?
Yeah, I could bring people up anyway, either through StreamYard, Ecamm, and Zoom. It don't matter.
Because it's kind of hard on that on StreamYard without me seeing the deal up there. Because I gotta pause it and then unmute myself because it'll be doubling in the background.
Yeah. So like if I bring you on Ecamm, you won't. Well, this your screensaver, right?
Yeah.
I want to hold up. If I send you this ecount link, would it still do the screensaver one thing on OBS that you're doing? Let me see. We'll test that out real quick. Let me see. I'm pull up.
Is it gonna make me do a bunch of signing up and stuff?
No, you ain't gonna. You don't have to sign up for ecount.
Oh, okay.
Let me go here. Yeah, you'll have to sign up for Zoom if you haven't been registered.
No, I did it on Zoom already. Because remember, I came up one time and you did a Zoom panel.
Mm-hmm. All right, I'm gonna copy the link real quick, and I'm gonna. Matter of fact, I put it in it. Damn, I can't put it in back chat because I don't even got it activated. So I not put it in the main.
Oh, okay.
In the main chat. All right, dude. Let's try this one.
Oh, let's see what it's doing here.
Yeah, as long as it's showing this as your camera, I think it'll do the same as that thing. SD salute. Oh yeah. We good. Let me move this.
Okay, I closed out StreamYard. Can you hear me okay?
Oh yeah, I hear you good. I hear you good.
Cool.
So I can hear you crystal clear good now.
Oh, okay.
All right, so I'm going to add you on real quick. Give me 1 second. Where is it at? Where's it at?
Okay, this is my first time using Ecamm, but I kind of like it.
Oh yeah. Ecamm lit, bro. Yes. There we go. Gotcha. And I'm gonna fix this. I got you in square. Let's make this wide.
Yeah, because when you were doing it, when we were doing it through StreamYard, I would have to mute myself to listen to the audio, and then when I would talk, I'd have to mute the audio. Mute the video, and then to be able to talk. So,
All right. Now you should see the whole show now, right?
yeah, I can see it now.
All right, cool. Now you hear everything, even my laughing. Yes, sir. All right, so let's go ahead.
Transition to another gender.
I will follow the law, and it's a law that Donald Trump actually followed. You're probably familiar with, now it's a public report, that under Donald Trump's administration, these surgeries were available on a medical necessity basis to people in the federal prison system. And I think, frankly, that ad from the Trump campaign is a little bit of like throwing, stones when you're living in a glass house.
The Trump aides say.
I think that's about number 6 now.
Yeah.
He never
I'm keeping track.
advocated for that prison policy, and no gender transition surgeries
you know what? You got to take
during
responsible for what happened in your
presidency.
administration.
Yeah, no surgeries happened in this presidency.
It's in
so
black and white.
would you still advocate for using taxpayer dollars for gender reassessment surgeries?
I will follow the law, just as I think Donald Trump would say he did.
You would have a say as president.
Like I said, I think he spent $20 million on those ads, trying to create a sense of fear in the voters because he actually has no plan in this election that is about focusing on the needs of the American people. Whereas, at $20 million on that ad, on an issue that as it relates to the biggest issues that affect the American people, it's really quite remote. And again, his policy was no different. Look at where we are, though.
They say
on
it was
plans
different,
for the
but
American
we'll move
people,
on.
I'm offering a plan to deal with affordable housing. I'm offering a plan to deal with what we need to do to strengthen small businesses, which are the backbone of America's economy. I am offering a plan that is about taking care of young parents and giving them the support they need. My plans for the economy will strengthen the economy, as have been reviewed by 16 Nobel laureates, Goldman Sachs, Moody's, and recently the Wall Street Journal, which have all studied our plans and have indicated my plans for our economy would strengthen our economy, his would make them weaker,
Why do you
would
think more
ignite
people
inflation and invite a recession by the middle of next year. Those are the facts.
Why do you think more people say they trust him on the economy than they trust you?
I think that when you look at an analysis of our plans for what we would do as President of the United States, it has been clear to those who study and understand how economic policy works that moving forward, because I do believe the American people are ready.
So once again, she is not giving a straight answer. She's up here going all the way around the universe. Then even when she gets to her point, she still haven't made no point.
Yeah, she's
Like,
good
damn.
at what everybody in these YouTube streets have been using. She's filibustering. You know, she's talking about we want to save small businesses, but yet y'all tried to kill them with the C-19.
Facts.
They literally tried to kill small businesses with C-19 by shutting everything down. And who did that affect the most?
Small business. Yep.
Didn't hurt Walmart or nobody like that, because those places stayed open because they considered them essential.
They just set them small businesses up for failure with that little what's that PRP loan or whatever that crap was.
Yeah.
Crazy.
Set them up for failure.
Ready to turn the page on the divisiveness and the type of rhetoric that has come out of Donald Trump. People are ready to chart a new way forward, and they want a
Gertrude,
president
salute.
who has a plan for the future and a plan that is sound and will strengthen our country. My plan for the economy does exactly that. His plan would be, again, to give tax cuts to billionaires and the biggest corporations in our country and blow up our deficit.
It's interesting you said turn the page, Madam Vice President. You were asked on 2 different shows last week what, if anything, you would do differently than President Biden. Here's what you said.
Would you have done something differently than President Biden during the past 4 years?
There is not a thing that comes to mind in terms of, and I've been a part of most of the decisions that have had impact.
Under a Harris administration, what would the major changes be, and what would stay the same?
Sure. Well, I mean, I'm obviously not Joe Biden.
I noticed.
And so that would be one change in terms of, but all.
Did she like low-key threw Biden under the bus when she did this interview?
I don't know. I didn't see this one. I don't watch Colbert.
Yeah, I seen a clip of this. Matter of fact, I seen this particular clip. It just how the way she was wording it. It seemed as though she was throwing Joe Biden under the bus.
Doesn't surprise me.
Also, I think it's important to say with 28 days to go, I'm not Donald Trump.
So you're not Joe Biden, you're not Donald Trump, but nothing comes to mind that you would do differently?
Let me be very clear. My presidency will not be a continuation of Joe Biden's presidency. And like every...
See, did she do it again?
Yeah, she's saying it without trying to say it. Because she knows that they've totally screwed this country up.
Lord Jesus.
Every new president that comes in to office, I will bring my life experiences, my professional experiences, and fresh and new ideas. I represent a new generation of leadership. I, for example, am someone who has not spent the majority of my career in Washington, D.C. I invite ideas, whether it be from the Republicans who are supporting me, who were just on stage with me minutes ago, and the business sector, and others who can contribute to the decisions that I make about, for example, my plan for increasing the supply of housing in America and bringing down the cost of housing, addressing the issue of small businesses, which is about working with the private sector to bring more capital and access to capital to our small business leaders, including my plan for a $25,000 down payment assistance for first-time home buyers and for small businesses, extending the tax.
I don't know why she keep trying to sell that, man. That 25,000, man. That is the most ridiculous thing I ever heard.
That's just gonna make the people that build these houses go up on the price.
Exactly.
They see all these people. Oh, well, they got $25,000 that they can put down towards the house. We're gonna jack the price up some more.
Mm-hmm. And that 25,000 ain't even, to be honest with you, that's not even gonna be enough for a down payment. When you think about it, because most of these houses these days, it goes up at about $300K minimum, depending on depending on what neighborhood you're living in.
Yeah, if you don't want to be living where they shooting every night.
Deduction from $5,000 to $50,000.
We've heard a lot about those plans in recent days. Your campaign slogan is a new way forward, and it's time to turn the page. You've been vice president for 3.5 years. So what are you turning the page from?
Well, first of all, turning the page from the last decade in which we've been burdened with the kind of rhetoric coming from Donald Trump that has been designed and implemented to divide our country and have Americans literally point fingers at each other. Rhetoric and an approach to leadership that suggests that the strength of a leader is based on who you beat down instead of what we all know. The strength of leadership is based on who you lift up. The strength of an American president, which is one who understands that the vast majority of us have more in common than what separates us.
Madam Vice President, more than 70% of people
that is
tell
about turning the page on rhetoric that people are frankly exhausted of, Brett.
More than 70% of people tell the country is on the wrong track. They say the country is on the wrong track. If it's on the wrong track.
So they took a survey, right? And this survey determined about the direction of the country, all right? So now, One key thing that I want y'all to pay attention to, right, and I keep pointing this out over and over again, is that we don't participate in these surveys that they do. Ironically speaking, they actually given the name of the people who participated in the survey. This is who participated in the survey, this school. They're the one who participated in the survey. They're the one who came up with these numbers, all right? So this solidified my argument to y'all to let y'all know that all these surveys that y'all be seeing going down to my, Trump losing, Kamala winning, or vice versa, whatever. We don't participate in that period. They got other people who participate in these said surveys. That's why I tell people all the time, like, hey, those surveys is not factual. You know what I'm saying? It's not. Just like speaking on where we be over there, like in the Manosphere, Red Pill community, other communities where they be trying to use these numbers, right? Well, 50% of this or 20% of this. They be getting them numbers from them surveys, and they like say those surveys are not accurate at all.
Yeah, they don't ask everybody. Like they don't. We don't like taking surveys because we don't like giving out information to people we don't know.
Exactly.
It's probably more the wrong track saying about over 90%. Probably saying we going on the wrong track. If they really just broke down and asked real people, this is like a think tank group that they probably ask.
Yep.
And exactly for it to be at 79% with that group, that shows you if they just ask everyday average Americans, shit, it'd probably be higher than that. My bad. I mean, cuss.
No, you good, bro. You're good. But yeah, I agree.
That track follows 3.5 years of you being vice president and President Biden being president. That is what they're saying, 79% of them. Why are they saying that? If you're turning the page, you've been in office for 3.5 years.
And Donald Trump has been running for office.
Dang,
but you've been the person holding the office.
Come on.
Madam
You and I both know what I'm talking about. You and I both know what I'm talking about.
I actually don't. What are you talking about?
What I'm talking about is that over the last decade,
but
people
you're the
have
lever
become.
of power.
But listen, over the last decade, it is clear to me, and certainly the Republicans who are on stage with me, the former chief of staff to the president, Donald Trump, former defense secretaries, national security advisor, and his vice president. One, that he is unfit to serve, that he is unstable, that he is dangerous, and that people are exhausted with someone who professes to be a leader who spends full time demeaning and engaging in personal grievances and it being about him instead of the American people. People are tired of that.
If that's the case, why is half the country supporting him? Why is he beating you in a lot of swing states? Why, if he's as bad as you say, that half of this country is now supporting this person who could be the 47th president of the United States? Why is that happening?
This is an election for president of the United States. It's not supposed to be easy.
I know, but
it's not supposed to be. It is not supposed to be a cakewalk for anyone.
So are they misguided, the 50%?
Listen,
are they stupid? What is
God,
it?
I would never say that about the American people. And in fact, if you listen to Donald Trump, if you watch any of his rallies, he's the one who tends to demean and belittle and diminish the American people. He's the one who talks about an enemy within, an enemy within, talking about the American people, suggesting he would turn the American military on the American people.
We asked that question to the former president.
Yeah, he never. I know he never said that. I know that is not what he talked about.
Why can't she ever answer a question with a direct answer? A direct question with a direct answer is always, oh, well, Donald Trump this, Donald Trump that. No, broad, answer the question that was posed to you. Stop tap dancing around it and blame everything on Donald Trump. Like, this is killing me.
Mm-hmm.
This is like the third time I've watched this.
Hey, or I should say, here's the bottom line. It don't come up to no bottom line at all.
Yeah, when you get done hearing her explanation, you're just as confused as she is telling you it.
And today, Harris Faulkner had a town hall, and this is how he responded.
I heard about that. They were saying I was like threatening. I'm not threatening anybody. They're the ones doing the threatening. They do phony investigations. I've been investigated more than Alphonse Capone. He was the greatest gangster. No, it's true. No, but think of it. It's called weaponization of government. It's a terrible thing.
So,
Brett, I'm sorry, and with all due respect, that clip was not what he has been saying about the enemy within that he has repeated when he's speaking about the American people. That's not what you just showed.
Well, he was asked about that specific...
No, that's not what you just showed. In all fairness and respect to you.
That was the question that we asked him.
You didn't show that, and here's the bottom line. He has repeated it many times.
There you go.
And you and I both know that. And you and I both know that he has talked about turning the American military on the American people. He has talked about going after people who are engaged in peaceful protest. He has talked about locking people up because they disagree with him. This is a democracy. And in a democracy, the President of the United States, in the United States of America, should be willing to be able to handle criticism without saying he'd lock people up for doing it. And this is what is at stake, which is why you have someone like the former chairman of the Joint Chiefs of Staff saying what Mark Milley has said about Donald Trump being a threat to the United States of America.
He's quoted in the Bob Woodward book that way.
Well, real quick. Do y'all understand my reasoning when I say that I honestly believe that women are not fit to be in leadership roles or in positions of power? Notice what she did. She responded based on not logic and reasoning, but she responded solely based on her emotions, solely based on how she feel about Donald Trump. It wasn't nothing logical that she said at all, period. And y'all want this woman to be the next president of our United States? Just imagine her going to the UN. Just imagine her going to the summit. And she get the same pushback from these other men who are in power, right? Who don't believe in her, don't believe that she's a competent leader. And they give her that pushback. Just imagine what they would say to her, and just imagine what she would do in response? Will she respond logically and represent our nation? Or is she going to respond emotionally? I'm pretty sure she is going to respond emotionally for real. So what would you think, Speak?
Look, let's be honest, Urban. Let's see her going up against Putin or Xi, whatever his name, Jinping or whatever from China. They're gonna make her piss her pants.
Exactly.
She's not ready to have conversations with men like that. And let's say anything was to pop off, she's not going to be able to negotiate peace or a ceasefire or anything of that matter, because none of them people, especially in Arab countries, they are not going to take her serious at all, because you know how they feel about women in positions of power.
Exactly. Exactly. And this is the main reason why we keep saying this over and over again. I know that this fairy tale seems so surreal with a lot of women in this country. They want to see a woman in office as the leader. But when you have to think about it from a more logical perspective, right, it just is not going to work. Now, like I say, some people, they look at my response as being misogynistic. No, it's me looking at the reality of it. It's me being logical about it. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, it is what it is.
Yes. Let me ask you this, Madam Vice President. You call Donald Trump. You call Donald Trump.
Oh yeah. I'm not see line. I ain't studying him.
He's misguided. You say now
he's unstable.
Yep. Yeah, Lionel is doing exactly what he's doing. Shout out to Lionel for doing what he's doing in the chat.
Wait, let me show you what he's doing right now. Let's see what Lionel's doing in the chat right now.
He tap dancing. Hey, not you tap dancing, bro.
Unstable.
He is unstable, Brett.
He's not well. You say he's mentally not stable.
He's not stable.
Let me ask you this. You told many interviewers that Joe Biden was on his game, that ran around circles on his staff. When did you first notice that President Biden's mental faculties appeared diminished?
Joe Biden, I have watched from the Oval Office to the Situation Room, and he has the judgment and the experience to do exactly what he has done in making very important decisions on behalf of the American people.
There were no concerns raised?
Brett, Joe Biden is not on the ballot.
I understand.
And Donald Trump
but
is.
You talked about it.
And Donald Trump
After George Clooney said within a few minutes of talking to President Biden at a fundraiser that he thought this was not the same Joe Biden that we saw on the debate stage.
Donald Trump is on the ballot.
I understand. You met with him at least once a week for 3.5 years. You didn't have any concerns?
I think the American people have a concern about Donald Trump, which is why the people who know him best, including leaders of our national security community, have all spoken out. Even people who worked for him in the Oval Office, worked with him in the Situation Room, and have said he is unfit and dangerous and should never be president of the United States again, including his former vice president, which is why the job was open for him to choose another running mate. So that is a fact.
Because Pence was a damn turncoat.
Yep.
He turned out to be more of a liberal than we thought. Yeah, he was a turncoat. That's why the job was open. He tried to throw Trump under the bus.
Like how she throwing Biden under the bus right now, low key.
Yeah, but the sad part about it is he asked her in them 3 years, y'all didn't notice that Joe Biden's mental facilities were not good. And she's sitting there trying to avoid that question, talking about Donald Trump. I'm like, so you didn't know that something was wrong with this man when he falling down steps, falling off bikes, pooping on himself at in France when he was up there at the the president's thing. Man don't know where he going, don't know where he is. They got to get him hyped up on coke, to get him through these speeches. You didn't realize something was wrong with him? She's lying.
Yep, she is. She is lying. So she was sitting up there watching him doing his State of the Union address, right? And even she was looking at him crazy. Like, dang, Joe.
Yeah, it was like, we still trying to prop this guy up. Come on, man. Come on, man. Like Joe Biden would say, come on, man.
Come on, guys. Here's the bottom line.
That is a fact.
Madam Vice President, two more things. You were asked on 60 Minutes about the biggest threat that the world faces, that the U.S. faces. This is what you said.
Which foreign country do you consider to be our greatest adversary?
I think there's an obvious one in mind, which is Iran. Iran has
Damn.
American blood on their hands, okay? This attack on Israel, 200 ballistic missiles. What we need to do to ensure that Iran never achieves the ability to be a nuclear power, that is one of my highest priorities.
A number of experts thought.
Bro, look at her, man. She giving that black woman energy now. Like, I know you didn't play this clip.
Heck yeah. See, she wasn't prepared for this, so they didn't give her the homework assignment beforehand. This is a surprise test, and she fell miserably.
Heck yeah. And once again, I'm asking y'all this question. What would be the reason why you would want to vote for Kamala? When she can't even handle herself under pressure. Because that's ultimately what this test is, to handle yourself under pressure. Imagine this being a foreign representative asking her all these challenging questions. Is she going to gaslight that person as well too? Listen, the bottom line is this. It's Trump's fault. They ain't going to want to hear all that bullshit. They going to want you to give them a direct answer. So,
hey, before you start it again, this is what I want to pose to black folks, mainly black women. So Kamala is married to a white man. She doesn't have any kids with this white man. She's helping him raise his white kids that he had by another woman. Now, if that was a black man in the same position, they would be giving that black man all kinds of smoke. Yet they love Kamala's dirty, stanky draws.
Mm-hmm.
Tell me I'm lying.
Mm-hmm. So you ain't lying. You ain't lying. You was not lying at all. So they would give us a super hard time.
If that was a black man in the same position as she was, they would hate his guts.
Mm-hmm. So Bob said one of the reasons is that we only have two choices for president. The third parties don't count. The third parties do count. They just trying to tell y'all that they don't count.
But it's because y'all don't vote. Y'all don't vote in mass form. Y'all think that y'all have to be stuck to either Democratic or Republican. If you don't like either candidate, then go with the third party option. I don't know what the third party option is. I mean, what? We don't know Cornel West or somebody like that. I don't take that guy serious.
Yeah, Cornell. Yeah, the Pan-African.
Yeah, that's the problem. You don't have a legit third person that you can say, you know what? I don't like either one of these people in the Democratic or the Republican Party. So let's all en masse just turn it over to that. That's the problem.
Mm-hmm.
You don't have a strong third party to vote for.
And here's something else too, Speak. What would bring a message to the government if we just collectively to say, you know what, we're tired of the bullshit from all these political parties. We're just not going to vote, period. We're just not going to vote, period. Till y'all get it together. But nobody ain't going to do that because, they are brainwashed.
Yeah, it's just like when you say, like, if a company was treating their employees bad, and one employee was like, "Man, forget that, man. We need to strike against them," and they'd be like, "You get, say, out of 20 people, you might could get half of them to be like, yeah, man, we need to strike so we can get treated right," and the rest of them like, "Oh, I can't do that, man. I gotta go to work. I still gotta get paid." So then nothing happens.
Exactly. Mm-hmm.
Thought you would say China. The FBI director had said that. But you said Iran. If that's the case, what do you say to critics who look at the actions of your administration and say you're not acting like Iran is the #1 threat?
Well, I will tell you most recently, whether it was in April or in October, in the several hours on each occasion that Iran posed a threat to Israel, I was there. Most recently in the Situation Room, in the most recent attack, working with the heads of our military and doing what America must always do to defend and to support.
Pause that real quick. She's saying Iran is the biggest threat to us. But are they really?
Nope.
They're not. It's all because of Israel. Why do we need to back Israel? I don't understand it. Why do we give them so much money? I could really go into it, but I don't want to get your channel struck. Because you know the powers that be. That's the problem.
Exactly.
She's saying Iran because she's in bed with Mossad, and I'm just going to leave it at that.
Exactly.
We don't care. Americans don't care about Israel like that. It's only these people, these phonies that are in power. And when she's talking about Donald Trump saying going after people on the inside, he's talking about people like her and this administration. These people trying to sell America down the drain.
Facts. Facts. And Donald Trump always been for the people. Ever since he was young, he been for the people, man. But they're afraid of that.
Yeah,
that's why they don't want him in office.
Yeah, and here's the thing: they always try to say, they got black people thinking, "Oh, he's racist." Come on now. If Donald Trump is a racist, he sucks at it. He sucks at being a racist. He really does. If you just go back and look at it, he really sucks at being a racist. That's how they got y'all peeps in the plantation. They told y'all this man bad. So y'all would rather sell the country down the drain by not voting for him against these people that have already jacked this country up. This country, we was not in this position when Donald Trump was in office. Y'all can say what you want. It wasn't this way. It took COVID to jack up his presidency.
Facts.
And
Facts.
is that really his fault?
Nope. Not at all. Not at all. Because the country was in the process of being really, really good. It took COVID on, did what it did. So just about everybody had jobs, man. We wasn't struggling. Inflation was down. People were making money. All kind of stuff, man.
Look, we started pumping again, not relying on, these Arabs that we done made filthy rich by instead of tapping into our reserves. We going over there getting oil and gas from them when we have our own stuff here. Other than them, we got the most of it. Like there's a chart. I have to pull it up on Twitter, but I had it bookmarked. But we produce almost as much oil and gas as those countries, but we got it sitting on reserve, and we sending it to European countries now because the ones that ain't with Russia, they not supplying them with their oil and gas no more. So we shipping that stuff over there, and then they do shady stuff like, we got all these offshore oil rigs sitting off the coast of like Louisiana. And they put these offshore oil rigs out just far enough to where the state can't get any money off of what they pull out the ground. Now, if they were able to get some of that money that they're pulling out of that ground, out of that oil, the people in Louisiana could be living like the people in Saudi Arabia do.
Yep.
But they found a loophole on a way not to pay these people or pay the state for what they're pumping out of the ocean. It's sick when you really think about it.
Yeah, facts. Gas mask salute. But yeah, I agree.
Israel in its requirement to defend itself and to give American support to be able to allow Israel to have the resources to defend itself against attack, including from Iran and Iran's terrorist proxies in the region.
Right.
And that
But those
is,
proxies were getting funded by
my
Iran.
commitment to that is unyielding and unwavering.
Critics just say that you either relaxed or failed to enforce sanctions on Iran, allowing all of this money to flow into Iran, like billions.
Let's go back to Donald Trump, who pulled out of a deal that would have actually put Iran in check.
The estimates in billions.
It was during Donald Trump's
that
administration
go towards
that
the Iran regime.
That we had an American military base that was attacked, where American soldiers suffered traumatic brain injuries, and Donald Trump dismissed them as headaches, not to mention how Donald Trump has treated and talked about America's military and military service people, calling them.
Barb, I don't have no fear about that because I know that it's not true, because that's all based on speculation. With that, with the left.
The kids in cages, that was actually done during Obama's administration. So,
respectfully.
you got to stop with that false narrative.
Because I'm going to use Kamala on words. Here's the thing, y'all. Here's the thing. If that was true, right, Trump would have did it during his first term of presidency. Everything that they're trying to use as a fear tactic now, like their Project 2025 and all the stuff there, he could have did it within his first presidency, right then and there. Why he didn't do it then? If that was his goal and his agenda, why he didn't do it the first time around?
And why do y'all care what they doing to somebody that don't belong here? I mean, yeah, it sucks. But these people are sending their kids over here while they staying in their country. They send them on this long journey by themselves. They get picked up by somebody who playing like they're their parents. They get these detention centers. They're raping them, doing all kind of stuff. Like, come on, man. What kind of person does that to their child? Send them over there with the hopes that they'll become American citizens and, send them with some random strangers. I mean, they don't belong here. So if they didn't come, that wouldn't have happened to them. But that wasn't under Donald Trump's watch that they were supposedly in cages.
Yep. Because that's how already happened when Trump took his administration and presidency. So part of that, Barb, it is true, but Trump wasn't the one who initiated all that stuff. So we can't sit up there and place the full blame on Trump for doing that.
No, I would say it may have happened. There's no telling what, as far as this illegal situation, what happened, but you know what's happening with them at these detention centers. But I mean, can he really control that?
Nope. Not at all. Not at all. But I mean, that's the thing that they're selling to people. They keep on selling this fear. To if Trump ended up becoming president, right, what's going to happen is that we're going to want to be back into the Jim Crow era. I'm like, okay, then if that be the case, why he need to do it during this presidency? He could have did it a long time ago. Hell, all the Republicans could have did it a long time ago, but they didn't. So,
look, she said, and these kids are being separated from their parents regardless of where they belong. Their parents are sending them with coyotes because they can't afford to come too. Send them with some random coyote, and these kids are getting raped by people. All kind of stuff is happening to these young girls coming in there, 13, 14 years old, pregnant. Come on now.
And so the biggest question we should be asking is, whose fault is that? Is it really Trump's fault that all this stuff is happening, or is it the parents' fault? Allowing their children to go through this journey on their own.
Yep.
And then at the end of the day, I mean, we can't control that at all. Nobody can control that. That's a decision that they made.
Because they said they more than likely to keep the children in the country versus an adult where they just send them back. It's like, go back to your country. But they gonna feel sympathy for the children. So they're going to end up keeping them in the country.
Mm,
Most
yep.
of them kids are going to end up U.S. citizens by default.
Yeah. And see, Ball, I could agree with that. You say it's not always true, even if it were, it doesn't give the U.S. rights to mistreat people, especially kids. See, well, when you word it in that perspective, then I can understand your point of view on that, and I can agree with that. But where we sit up here trying to target and say that, well, the reason why this situation is happening because of Trump, no, that's not true at all. Mm-mm. And not just because of him, but that's what Kamala and the Democratic and the left want y'all to believe, when that's not true. Hell, they're doing it right now. Like, Trump ain't even president and stuff, but yeah, this happening right now. So why Kamala's not get a shift to blame of that? Why Biden administration not be shift to blame of it? Why it's happening right now in real time?
And that's what Kamala's doing in this whole interview. She's blaming everything that's been going on, and they during their administration on Trump. And he ain't been in office for almost 4 years, but it's Trump's fault.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Oh yeah, Lionel. See, look, she's gonna throw African American people under the bus, but Black American, long as you claim Black American, then you good. You good.
Hamas
has diminished
and Houthis.
the significance.
We're talking over each other. I apologize.
I would like that we would have a conversation.
Oh, you good, Bar. You know this what we do over here.
That is grounded.
And yes, Lionel want to speak saying that you tap dancing again, sir.
In full assessment of the facts, which includes, I think this interview is supposed to be about the choices that your viewers should be presented about this election, and the contrast is important.
Yes, ma'am.
And on the subject of Iran, I am offering what should be an important contrast that is presented for folks to make a decision
and there are critics
that they feel.
who look at what the administration did and say and think differently. Madam Vice President, they're wrapping me very hard here. I hope you got to say what you wanted to say about Donald Trump. There are a lot of things
There's more to say. I have much more to say,
there are a lot of
actually.
things that people want to learn about you and your policies,
Yes.
and that's why we
I invite
you
everyone
here.
to go to kamalaharris.com, and you will see that I have 80 pages of policies that are quite comprehensive and should be accessible to anyone who would like to read them. And it includes what I intend to do about affordable housing, what I intend to do about small businesses, what I do
And that's why
intend
we
to do to
invited you
strengthen our
here,
economy,
to see where you were in 2019 and where you are now.
support America's military and ensure we have the most lethal and best fighting force in the world.
Madam Vice President,
And
they're giving me a hard rap
well,
here.
I thank you for the time.
I thank you for the time.
It's good to meet you.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Well, so that is that with that. So I kind of was purposely not doing a lot of reaction to it, for the simple fact that I wanted y'all to literally hear the words that was kind of coming out of her mouth, so you can understand my perspective on this whole entire interview, right? So now I can really go in and tell y'all how I feel. This whole entire interview, man, just like I say, is very inconsistent. She gaslighted the hell throughout this whole entire interview, nor she was taking any type of accountability, getting all emotional and everything. Just being overall weird. Or to me, that's being another woman. What will you say, Speak?
Oh, hold on. I didn't hear you. I was trying to find this video of what if she gets elected, what our military is going to look like. Let me find it real quick. I'm going to show you.
Hey, if she get elected, our military going to be rainbow like ain't nothing, bro.
Oh, yeah.
So the uniform's going to change.
Let me find this video real quick.
So they're going to be wearing rainbow fatigue and everything, man. Man, that's going to be crazy as hell. Dang. Oh, on the side note, while Speaker is finding this video, I just got word that my youngest son had got voted in to be homecoming freshman prince. So shout out to my son. Well, actually, he won. He won. So now he's officially homecoming freshman prince. All right. So shout out to him. Oh man. Oh, yeah, I ain't know about that. Shout out to the player. Yeah, shout out to the player. Shout out to the player. Hold on, let me switch this over, man. But yeah, that's like I said, that's all I got on this. This Lord Jesus. Let me do this real quick. All right. But yeah, that's all I got on this, man. I just wanted to share this with y'all real quick, just to show y'all what y'all trying to vote for. All right. Now, once again, I can understand, broad perspective, right? Where, hey, you may we don't got a lot of options out there. You know what I'm saying? We don't got a whole lot of options out there. So, but it is what it is. So I don't know. Am I going to vote for Kamala? No. I never was. Never was. So, but at the end of the day, like I always tell y'all, it is y'all total perspective. It is y'all business who you want to overall vote for. But on this show, I'll be bragging all this information in about, this Kamala Harris and this campaign and different things like that. And to be honest with you, the reason why I don't do a whole lot of Trump videos is because at least Trump is being transparent in this campaign, to say the least. And I can respect that. Versus sit up here lying to people, gaslight the people, beating around the bush and doing all this other weird stuff like Kamala and them are doing. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I barely say anything about Trump. I'm not a Trump supporter or anything like that. I just keep it real, with logic. You know what I'm saying? So it is what it is. So, but yeah. So we get ready to come around. Well, how many days we got to election? Like about 20 something more days. So y'all do what y'all do on this election. I do me as well too. So it is what it is. Everybody speak. As you know, I was in the military. Military mean rainbow for years, and always will be. When you counting on the foxhole, mate, to watch out for you, you don't care about that. Yeah. But that is not. Well, when I was making the reference about rainbow, I'm not talking about them literally changing the uniform and everything. You know what I'm saying? I was talking about the behavior because I know that they have people in the military now who are part of the LGBTQ community. So I know that. I'm talking about she'll literally go, hey, let's change the uniform. We don't like that color no more. And that's how you know they're wearing a rainbow uniform. That's what I'm talking about, being funny. Being funny. But yeah, other than that, other than that, y'all, that's all I got for this particular show, y'all. Y'all let me know what y'all think in the comments. Those of y'all who are going to catch the replay of this as well too. Let me know what you think about this. How do you feel about Kamala Harris' interview that she did with Bret? Do you believe that she did very well on that interview, or do you believe that she did horrible on this interview? Let me know in the comments. All right. So appreciate y'all tuning in. I probably come back later on tonight and do a DJing session for y'all R&B. We'll see. We'll see. All right. But thank y'all so much. Speak. Appreciate you pulling up to the lounge and having a conversation with your boy. Appreciate you. And I appreciate all my moderators as well too in the building and keeping the conversation going for me. Thank y'all. Thank y'all. Appreciate y'all a whole lot. So other than that, Y'all have a really, really great evening, and hopefully I'll see y'all later on tonight, all right? Peace out, y'all.